I gotta get to work. See you today. The film focuses on my character.
Call for your body pickup, too!
Which is Bud Fox, who's a young trader.
Bud Fox. All right, Bud Fox. I want you to buy 20,000 shares of Blue Star at 15 and an eighth, 3/8 tops. Don't screw it up, sport. Think you can handle that?
The film is Oliver Stone's Wall Street, and it stars Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen.
I just bagged the elephant. It's his second year, and he's not really pulling his quota. And he's been cold calling Michael Douglas, Gordon Gekko, and in hopes of selling him some companies and getting his account, because he's a big corporate raider. And he finally goes to visit him. And through the course of a few deals that Gekko accepts, he sucks him into his whole world of insider trading and corruption.
I got 20 other brokers analyzing charts, pal. I don't need another one. See you around, buddy.
I am not just another broker, Mr. Gekko. If you give me another chance, I'll prove that to you. I'll go the extra yard for you. Just one more chance, Mr. Gekko. Please.
You want another chance? You stop sending me information, and you start getting me some.
The film is basically Bud Fox falling into the seduction, the corruption, and the redemption of his character. It's about the rise and fall of a young trader.
To prepare for the rise and fall of young Bud Fox, Charlie Sheen had to enter into the fast-paced world of high finance. Learning to play the stock market and understanding Wall Street terminology was just the beginning.
It was basically a 4-week crash course. I had to get there a month before we started. And they had me hanging out at the brokerage houses with the investment bankers, the guys that I would be portraying, the young traders hanging out in the bars they would go to after work, and just try to get the basic lingo down. I thought that you were going to turn Blue Star around, not upside down. You used me. They're modern-day warriors. They live and die with each trade, and it's all about the buying and selling. It's almost sad to see that much of your soul placed on, the almighty 48-cent dollar, But I just kind of surrendered to that and understood that I had to accept that for this portion of time, but I could let it go. When they said, thank you, nice job, Wall Street, to me, was finished, and I sold all my stocks. But they've got to live that, and I admire them for it, but, my heart goes out to them.
There came into Egypt a pharaoh who did not know.
I beg your pardon, is that a proverb?
No, a prophecy. The rich have been doing it to the poor since the beginning of time. The only difference between the pyramids and the Empire State Building is the Egyptians didn't allow unions.
His admiration extends to actor dad Martin Sheen, who plays Fox's hard-working blue-collar father. Having his real father in the same movie sometimes was a bit unnerving.
There was obviously the nerves and the history of the fact that he is, in fact, my father, and I'm calling him Dad on film, which is very bizarre. But that didn't last past the second or third take of the first day. We just kind of settled in and started clicking together, and he was, as far as I'm concerned, he's the greatest actor alive.
He's using you, kid. He's got you in his back pocket, but you're too blind to see it.
No. What I see is a jealous old machinist who can't stand the fact that his son's become more successful than he has.
What you see is a guy who never measured a man's success by the size of his wallet.
I was kind of split because in watching him in his work, I've had split emotions in that, wondering if I'm ever going to be that good someday and getting somewhat depressed that I wouldn't be.
Wall Street is the second Oliver Stone-directed movie that Charlie Sheen has appeared in. The first was the Academy Award-winning Platoon. If Charlie has doubts about his acting ability, it's apparent that Oliver Stone does not.
What's in it for moi? More money than you ever dreamed of. Nobody gets hurt. You think about it.